So, end of turn 2 in Stalingrad. The Finns tried an end-run move around to isolate Leningrad. That didn't work. We've got the United States taking Riga and this critical rail junction. They're kind of holding around their fortress cities and attempting to encircle down in the south here. They've eliminated a lot of Soviet units down here. We do have one batshit crazy Croatian cavalry corps just running over here in an end run for Stalingrad. I think they're going to get it. That being said, really kind of shook the Soviets, and they made sure they chucked guys back to Moscow, really expanding that defense in depth. But there you go. On to August of 1941. All right, end of turn 3, so the end of August 1941. We've got Leningrad under control of the Germans. They are, however, isolated, so they're going to need to fix that. Odds are they're going to be able to do that through a breakout in the north here with these two big old Finnish formations. They took that, though, and that pulled basically all the Soviet support out of here up there to try and retake Leningrad, which they failed at. The Soviets had some successes removing German units that had tried to create an envelopment down here in the south. They did some pretty good ass whooping down here. However, we've got isolated Soviet units here and here. The thing about this game is if formations stay isolated for 2 straight months, then all of a sudden they're eliminated, which is why we've got a 1 up here and then the 2 2s down here. The Soviets failed to retake Stalingrad, so that one little plucky Romanian cavalry division is still sitting there. Romanian cavalry corps repelled 2 Soviet corps, 1 tank corps and 1 cavalry corps coming to try and retake Stalingrad. They failed. The Soviets still hold Moscow, though. I do need to put a 1 there because, likewise, those resource cities are screwed up if they get sat on for 2 turns. So that's counting as 1 up there for Leningrad as well. All right, on to turn 4. All right, end of turn 4. The Soviet units that were encircled over here attempted to merge their pocket in an attempt for this guy to break out. So if they merged into one big pocket and he could punch through to break out, that would be great. They, however, despite stacking up pretty good odds, managed to still, Sergeant Shaky is going here, managed to still roll an attacker eliminated. So they were destroyed due to bad luck of dice. Up here, the Germans did manage to eliminate the 1 Soviet corps that was still north of Leningrad, thanks to the help of these 2 Finnish formations as well. So that's linked up. They're back in supply, but they have held both of these cities, both Leningrad and Stalingrad, for 2 consecutive turns. If I can figure out how to take Moscow, which is going to be really hard because we're going to keep getting reinforcement factors in here. If I can figure out how to take Moscow, which should be easier now that this all opened up, this might end pretty quickly. This has been real bloody, but it might end pretty quickly here. So, hooray. Anyways, talk to you guys soon. End of turn 4. Sorry, folks. I got excited, so I played through October and November. The weather held out clear. The Germans managed to eliminate the Soviet pocket up here near Leningrad, as well as down here at Minsk. They're advancing quite quickly on Moscow, but Moscow keeps generating replacement points, so that's tough. And the Soviets have also managed to send a relatively strong force down here to potentially recapture Stalingrad. So we'll see how that goes. This could get really sticky. The Germans are still a couple turns away probably from being able to take Moscow, as well as if the Soviets manage to take Stalingrad. That's not a good thing. Stalingrad definitely defeated 8 combat factors worth of Soviets a while back. We'll see if these 8 combat factors have any more luck. All right, see you soon. This might be the last turn, might not, who knows. All right, ding dong, it's 1942. That being said, this Romanian cavalry corps is the MVP here because it just held out again with a 2-to-1 attack rolled a 6 for attacker eliminated. It's the second time that's happened. No idea what the hell's going on there. Good job, Romania. Up here, we've got the Germans entirely rerouting up here to try and take Moscow. That is a big stack. The Germans are going to try and take it this turn. If they don't, the Russians are going to get another reinforcement that's going to have to go somewhere. The difference is we're now into January. As of December, everything is snow weather, so everything's moving slower. Even on the railroads, my guys are only moving 5 hexes. So we'll see if this finishes in January of 42 or February of 42. All right, so January of 1942, the Germans encircled and took Moscow, meaning that then the Soviets do not get any reinforcements this turn. The Germans technically have to hold all 3 replacement cities for 2 turns. That being said, this right here is the one lonely Soviet marker left on the table. So I'm going to call it as a German victory in January of 42. Not as fast as the Germans thought it was going to be. Certainly more successful than it was in history. There were a number of decisive dice rolls that played a hand in that. But there we go, guys. Super fun game.